If students of Columbine High School are killed in gun violence, they want you to see their bodies. Nearly 20 years after the mass shooting at Columbine High School captured the nation's attention, some of the school's current students are using its legacy to combat gun violence. Their campaign asks students to put a sticker on their ID or cell phone that indicates their desire for images of their body to be publicized and shared if they are killed as a result of gun violence. R. Tyner said she was inspired by and how that was connected to the painful imagery of his body. The campaign encourages advocates to print off and sign the sticker, which reads, "In." The hope is that even in death they can be the catalyst for change, using the power of photography to bring attention to the scourge of gun violence. Tyner and her peers hadn't even been born at the time of the Columbine shooting, which claimed 13 lives and thrust Littleton, Colorado, and the surrounding community into the national spotlight. But that doesn't mean it hasn't had a profound impact on them. Today, she said, Columbine High School is as people. Tyner said growing up in Littleton meant living with a small idea in the back of her head, and it was that experience, coupled with the in nearby Aurora, that brought Tyner to a realization. Tyner was also impacted by images and footage that came out of the shooting last year, she said. Tyner's campaign has already started picking up supporters. Parkland survivor and gun violence activist on Friday showing the back of his driver's license, which bore the "My Last Shot" sticker. Tyner said there's no rulebook for how my last shot would play out in reality. She envisions but she said she knows that if she were killed, she'd need her parents to see her wish through and let others know how she felt. So she enlisted. They were shocked at first, she said, and the idea makes it's. And that's what Tyner says is important. It's.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.